There we go. Oh my god.
Greetings viewers and welcome back to a new episode of Titan Repairs. On this channel, we repair and refurbish our favorite game consoles from our past. My name is Chris, and today we are going to be taking a look at the absolute most disgusting PS3 I have ever had to come through my bench. It's a bug-filled one, so you definitely don't want to miss it.
Okay, so yeah, just as kind of a little bit of a review of the eBay unboxing video. I think I got these at Goodwill if I remember correctly. So basically what we have on top here is we definitely got a lot of discoloration on the plastic shell itself. Now when I was looking it up a little bit online, there could be a few reasons for this, and none of them are good, because what I did do was I was trying to spot clean here in the front. I tried a little bleach. I have not used any kind of plastic restorer yet, but apparently what it could be is mold. And now there definitely is a funk coming from this thing if you go and smell the vents. So it very well could have been in a moist or in a humid environment and stored somewhere that was prone to mold. So that could be it. The worst case scenario, what I do have in storage, I do have another PS3 that has a bad GPU. So worst case scenario, we can do a shell swap. There's two things that are happening with this. We got a fan, we got this thing overheating. It's got to be overheating because the fan is absolutely howling, so the only other thing that I can think of that it could be is maybe some kind of airway restriction. And then we also have a busted disk drive. But enough talk, let me show you exactly what's going on with it. Alrighty, so yeah, it does go in the standby just fine, so I think this was the last one that we used. Yep, so it's going to boot up. And we already have noises from the disk drive. I don't know, I honestly don't know what it's doing on screen right now. Oh, that's right, I forgot, this doesn't have a hard drive in it. Alright, let me put a hard drive in. This hard drive should be for the Slim, I have one for the Fat too. God, it's so filthy in here. We'll just leave this off, we don't need it right now. Okay, attempt number 2. There it goes with the disk drive again. Yeah, that's better. That's what we want to see. The fan hasn't actually started howling yet. So maybe that was just a fluke when I was doing the testing in that last video. But let's see. Yeah, it doesn't even want to take the disc. But, alright. Well, I don't hear the fan screaming, so it seems to be operating normally. I don't know, maybe it was just a fluke last time. Okay, so I guess the next thing we gotta do is power this off and open it up, see what we're dealing with. I'm honestly really afraid of what we're gonna find in this thing, because it is gonna probably be one of the filthiest PS3s I've ever dealt with. Okay. So we know somebody's been in here before because the warranty sticker's missing, so I'm also missing some caps. So I'm gonna guess whoever went in here, well, I don't even have to guess, I know that they didn't successfully repair it, so they probably just gave up. Although usually when people do that, they don't always put the screws back in. I've gotten so many game consoles that are missing screws, mostly PS2s actually. I should be honest, I don't even know if they even made it as far as getting these caps off. Because the only caps that were off are the rubber feet. Yeah. Beat me in the head. So first thing we gotta do is get these Phillips off. Sure, we'll go with the PH2. My hands already feel gross. It's probably one of those instances I probably should have wore gloves. Pretty sure I have to take these off, but I don't want to do that just yet. I'm not missing a screw, am I? I am missing a screw. Come on, Chris, open your eyes. Let's go. Let's get this together. Okay, now the lid should come off. You know what? I do have to take these Torx off. Alright, so these are security Torx. Sony did not want you to get in here. Not that these Torx were ever difficult to come by. Back when I opened my PS3 to fix the laser, I just went to Home Depot. Might as well just take all these out. And this whole thing's gonna be disassembled anyway. And now with the advent of the internet, like, any of these security bits you want, you can get. So I don't know why they even bother with these things anymore. There we go. Oh my god. Holy crap. I'm afraid to rub my finger on this. I don't know if that's rust or if that's dust. Yeah, that rhymed. Oh my god, look at this fan. Holy crap. Yeah, I think that this is dust. Actually, you know what? It was a little of column A and a little bit of column B. I think we know why the, yeah, look at that. Look at that difference. Jesus. This is not going to be a fun one to take apart. I can guarantee you that. Whew! Oh man, there's a bug right here. Well, that would definitely explain the legs I was finding. Yeah, that wouldn't it? Yeah, it's something with... Things were making nuts in here. God, look at them all. Yeah, this is definitely the worst bug infestation I've ever seen. Whew! Yeah, where's that vacuum? Okay, so I guess first things first is probably should clean this out best I can with the vacuum cleaner. Also, I made the mistake of Googling this instead of waiting until the video dropped to have the comment section tell me what this is, but yeah, this is roast infested. So yeah, we'll just suck these guys out of here. Hopefully that is the worst of it, but also as you can see I am wearing gloves. I think that that's for the best right now. Alright. Let's see, what do we want to take out next? So for the power supply we should only have 2 screws. So I want to get this disk drive out of here. I hope that this isn't one of those things that just gets even worse the deeper we go. Yeah, I definitely see a lot of stuff in the power supply. So we're definitely going to need to get this apart. For now... How do we look on the heatsink? Well, I don't know if you can see it, but we do have some whatchamacallit, shed skins there. So yeah, this must have been a nest. So to get the disk drive out, we got 3 ribbon cables we just gotta remove. And we're gonna make this disk drive a separate video, because who knows what we're gonna find in there. I think that probably has more to do with the issues we're having with the disk drive than anything. There's definitely gonna be a lot of stuff in there. At least that's my thinking. Okay, do we have any friends underneath this? Shockingly, no. Trying to peek into the disk drive to see if I see anything, but just from the square centimeter that I can see, it looks fairly clean. Okay, when taking this out, I did make an oopsie here. I kind of just yanked this out, and it took the ribbon cable out with it. But thankfully, no damage to the connector. So, yeah, a little carelessness there. Okay, so next up, what I want to do is I want to remove the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi antenna. Yeah, we need a smaller bit for this. I think my screwdriver is running a little dead. Okay, and then these, what they do is they just kind of wrap around, so we just gotta snake them back. Ugh. Ow. That's gross. That is so gross. Alright, and for me, I just gotta remember... hold on one sec, this is bothering me. And then for me, what I gotta remember is the Bluetooth is the black one, and then the Wi-Fi is the white one. Although I'm pretty sure, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so next thing I want to do for prepping to get the motherboard out of here is I do want to remove this switch. So, it should just lift out. Just like so. Oh, we had a plastic piece break. Actually, we've had a couple plastic pieces break. I guess that's not really surprising considering how brittle this plastic probably is. Yeah, we got another friend in there. I'm sure we'll find some more six-legged friends as we dig a little deeper. For this, I do want to take the board out. Hopefully do this without breaking it. So it looks like there's 2 tabs holding the board in. Okay. Okay, there we go. So this is gonna need some aggressive cleaning. Okay, so to remove the motherboard, we do have a slew of screws here. Now what's nice about Sony systems is all the screws you need to remove do have these arrows. So there should be, yeah, like right here, there. I mean, a lot of these screws are going to be hidden because of all the dirt. Oh, we got some more crap in there. Well, that's actually really far down there. Plus we do have to unplug the fan. And we'll get to that because the screws should be underneath. Okay, so I guess all we gotta do is start taking these out. Okay, I think that actually should have been all of them. Yep, we're free. Oh man, we got... Look at that, we got a Roach just wedged into the RF shielding there. Yeah, there's actually a lot of Roach skins and stuff in here. And honestly, seeing like the condition of this thing actually makes me even more determined to get this thing working. This poor thing did not have a good life, and I think it deserves to get cleaned up and given a whole new lease on life. And this is easily by far the worst game console I have ever seen in my life. Alright, I just want to get the bulk of that stuff out. So we'll also put this in the pile. Because now we're going to shift attention on getting the rest of this apart. Alright, this is actually a little filthy here. So we'll just suck more stuff up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really surprised about how good a condition this RF shielding is. I mean, I've seen less dirty with it being more rusty. I was actually expecting this to be absolutely disgusting, but it's actually not that bad, just a little bit of rust on the edges. I've definitely seen way worse and then featured way worse on this channel. So, alright, the next thing we gotta do is get the RF shielding off. So we'll start off with these 4 screws. Oops, the wrong way. Oh man, a fuzzy just came out of that hole. This is not gonna bode well for when this thing comes off. So what are we gonna find underneath here? Let's take some bets now. It's only had 3, 4 screws? 5 screws? Okay, it should be the last one. Alright, moment of truth here. What are we gonna see underneath? Oh. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. It looks like a twig. And just a little bit of dust. Nothing too bad. Definitely have some of that roach crap in here, but that's to be expected. So we'll just suck up the big pieces here. Okay, it should just pop off. Yep, there it goes. Whoa, a cloud of something just came out. Oh no. Oh no. I got a glimpse of something and y'all ain't gonna like this. Let's do a big reveal here. Oh, it's so bad all this stuff is even on the thermal paste. One of this thing was like howling at me the first time I booted it up. Oh, this is really bad. Alright, yeah, let's just I really should be wearing a mask with this thing. Let's just vacuum up what we can and then we'll put this aside. But before we do that, I do want to take this clock battery out. You don't see anything else that has to come off. This is colored on the bottom, that's interesting. And the trash that goes. And I do want to remove this thermal paste. So we'll use the highest amount here. Yeah, I'm using 91% on this. Plus, I mean, the extra disinfecting power probably won't hurt. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect right now. So we're going to be doing something special with this. I mean, this is good enough. Okay, let's put this into the pile. Okay, now we gotta get the fan out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Then same thing here, I just want to quickly get off the thermal paste. But again, for what we're doing, we don't need it perfect just yet. It's definitely pretty dry. So I should be letting it soak in a little bit more, but... see how this fan looks. Well, that's disgusting. The fan could be worse. It's got the fan in the shroud. You know what, we'll just put these right in the pile for now. Ugh. That is nasty. By the way, this is absolutely doing nothing for my allergies. Again, we don't need this perfect yet either, so we can actually just throw this into the pile as well. Alright, and we have one more thing we have to take apart, and that is the power supply, because I can definitely see a lot of disgusting stuff in there. So, basically how we're going to get in here is there is one screw. At least if I recall correctly, there is only one screw. And then we basically got to get a spudger in here and basically just kind of break the tabs off. Well, not break them off, but like pop them off. Yeah, so that was nice and painless. I think there's some on the other side too. Let's see. It's been a hot minute since I opened one of these. Yeah, you could just do that too. Ugh, and this is completely filthy too. Like we were going to be expecting anything else. Come on, don't die on me yet. Ah, that was so close. Alright, well, I'll let this charge up and then I'll finish vacuuming this off, but... yeah. Okay, so I have all the Roach shit infested components right here, minus the disk drive, of course, but I think we're going to tackle this in its own separate video. So, yeah, I'm not going to clean any of this by hand. If I were to do that, it would never be perfect, and it would take me absolutely forever to do that, and I don't really feel like doing that. So, I think that this is a perfect opportunity to get a certain piece of equipment that I've wanted for my bench for a long time, and that's an ultrasonic cleaner. So that'll be here supposedly tomorrow. So we'll take a see if that helps make any difference. I'm hoping it does. But I also did have to order some special PCB cleaner, which I could not get on Amazon. So that's going to take a hot minute for it to come in. So, yeah, as soon as everything's in, we'll just cut forward and take it from there.
Alright, so I have the new toy right here. This is a Grambo ultrasonic cleaner. I believe it's 15 liters, and I did get it on Amazon. I'll have an affiliate link in the description if you want to check it out for yourself, or maybe some other sizes if you're in the market for one of these things. So yeah, I had good reviews, so that's why I went with this one. I do forget the model name off the top of my head. I'll have that right here. But yeah, the solution I have in here is just very basic, just some stuff that I had lying around the house. I do have something special for the circuit board that I will show later. So it was just basic cleaning solution for plastic. So let me see if I remember correctly for this particular one. I believe it was 2 gallons of water. I think it was a cup and a third, or maybe it was 2 1/3 cups of vinegar. I put a little extra in the mixture, just for a little extra cleaning power because of what we're dealing with. And then I think it was 2 tablespoons of dish soap, antibacterial palm olive specifically. Not that that really matters, but yeah. So I did do a quick test cycle with it off camera, just because I wanted to make sure I understood how this thing worked before I went on YouTube and make a jackass out of myself. I do that well enough on my own. So yeah, so I did the shell of the power supply, and I gotta say, it did a really good job. So let's head on to the overhead camera mount, and I'll show you a little closer what I mean.
So yeah, here's a close-up of the power supply shell. And honestly, I didn't do anything besides just run them through the ultrasonic cleaner and rinse them off. I didn't do anything else besides that. And I have to say, it came out really good. So I think that this was a worthwhile purchase. So, yeah, unfortunately the sticker here got a little ultrasonic away. You can actually see the kind of waves from it. But, yeah. So let's throw in some more plastic and then see how it all goes.
Okay, so let's try an overhead view on this. So take the lid off. You can see the solution's a little bit dirty. And there's a little bit of crap in there. So let's see if we can get the top shell in. Yeah, I got the feeling this is not going to go according to plan here. I mean, I did buy the biggest one that I could fit on my bench and in my home, so this is what we're dealing with. So, all right, we'll turn it on. 14 minutes, it's at, what is it, 45 degrees Celsius? And this is the top, so maybe it might take off some of that discoloration. So yeah, we'll just let this do its thing and be back. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we'll lower this to, yeah, why not 10 minutes? I mean, 15 minutes for a little spot seems a little excessive. So at least for these shells, wow, that looks way cleaner. We'll get it in as best we can. Just keep rotating it, and then anything that's left over, we can just clean by hand. It's not that big of a deal. So, yeah. Oh, the cat did not like that. Alright, so we'll be back in 10 minutes and we'll just keep flipping it until we're done here. Alright, we can do another flip. As it was working, what I did do was I put another half gallon of water in, and then on top of it ooh, it fits in way better that way. And on top of it, I put in another squirt of dish soap, and then just a splash of vinegar. Like I said, this isn't really scientific. So this actually should pretty much, actually fits in very well that way. Yeah. I bet you if this probably would fit way better if this basket wasn't in here. Okay, so another 10 minutes. Okay, so I think we are good here. So I am going to go wash this off in the sink. Okay, next up we're going to put in the fan shroud button. And the air conditioner just came on. And we'll put this in for 15 minutes. Okay, this cycle just finished, so we'll just take these out and go rinse them off. Let's put these down for the moment. Because what we're going to do next, we're going to do the top shielding with the heatsink. And this hopefully isn't too corrosive. I mean, it's got quite a bit of vinegar in it, but I think it'll be alright. I mean, it's only going to be in for 15 minutes and then rinsed immediately off, so we should be good. Let's swap these out. Okay, so it's been a couple days and I have the pile right here of all the stuff we've done so far, and these things actually look really good. So last thing I will do before we put these all back together is I'll spray this all down with a little bit of alcohol as a kind of final disinfectant. Plus just some water spots on this because we use tap water, but yeah, I knew I was going to do the alcohol anyway, so take care of that. So I do have the next solution mixed up, and for that we're using the SRA True Power Cleaning Solution. It's specially designed for circuit boards, and I have it as a 10% mix in here. So use up most of it. So yeah, I'll be filtering this out when I'm done because this stuff ain't cheap. So I would like to keep it as long as possible. So we'll filter out all the roach legs and shit. So yeah, so let's just go overhead and we'll start plopping this stuff in, let it clean for about 15 minutes, and then wait a couple days and put it all back together. Oh man, this thing looks pretty milky. Let's put that there. Gonna do the fan, power switch, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna. Even though I could definitely do those by hand. Power switch, then another cable. So in it goes. Oh man, I can see the stuff floating already. Oh look, some legs. Alright, put this on for 15 minutes. Alright, cycle just finished, so let's take a look. Wow, these look like brand new. I mean, even the cable, we saw how brown that was. Everything's off. The fan. Very nice. Alright, so this has to get rinsed with a little bit of distilled water. So I will go do that, and then we will be back to do the motherboard. Alright, and the final thing we have to clean, the motherboard. Alright, so we will put this in. Yep. As I drop it in. And I do realize I should have been wearing gloves before, so I got them on now. So, yeah. Another 15 minutes. Here we go. God, there's so many legs crawling around this thing. Just blobs of shit just floating. Alright, well, we'll leave this going. I just noticed something while this is running. So my overhead camera mounts mounted to the desk, and with this thing vibrating, it's actually vibrating the camera, as you can see. But here's a funny thing that I just noticed. If I shut off my image stabilization on the lens, it stops. Isn't that interesting? I guess really, with the way I use this camera, I actually don't need the image stabilization at all. can actually probably shut that off, like so, and save a little battery. It's always on a tripod. I never shoot handheld, so. Anyway, just felt like sharing that. Okay, 15 minutes is up. Let's take a look. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Alright, so we're going to take this to the sink, rinse it down with some distilled water, and I'll be right back. Okay, there's one more thing I want to do tonight before we call it and let this all dry. Just want to just spray everything down with some isopropyl alcohol. This should help displace the water. And I think the cables can just kind of dry on their own. Yeah, we'll just give it a quick spritz. Wouldn't hurt, right? Alright, I think that's sufficient. Alright, so let this dry, and we'll check it tomorrow. If not, then we'll come back the next day, but it should probably be alright. Alright, and we are back. It's been a couple days. I do believe all the electronics here and on the motherboard are dry, so basically, let's just go through this real quick and just see how good of a job this did. And we got maybe some hand stuff to do, but I think this came out really good. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about this yet. Leave it in the comments below if you have any suggestions. I do have some plastic restorer I use for my Jeep because that has really bad sun-faded plastic on the fenders and the bumpers, and it does a pretty good job. So maybe we'll try it on that, but we won't be doing it on this video because I just realized I don't have any. But yeah, everything is perfectly clean. Did a very good job, that ultrasonic cleaner. And maybe we can wipe a little bit extra down. But what is amazing is the shieldings. They came out so good. There is one more thing I would like to do, just to give it a final disinfecting. Just spray everything down with isopropyl alcohol, 91%. We'll just kind of wipe it down. Just give it that final disinfectant that it needs. I mean, we don't have to go too crazy here. I mean, I think this will take care of any final ickies. Alright, so we are ready to put everything back together, and I think to do something a little special for this video, we'll do a reassembly montage. I'm aware when I put on the power supply that's going to be blocking these ports for the Blu-ray drive, but I just want to make sure that this power is on, so I'm just going to put this here, plug it in, and we just won't screw it in since we're in the next video we're going to be taking it out anyway when we test the disk drive. So yeah, we'll just kind of plug things in as we go. So I think we gotta take this back out again. I pressed the buttons, they're mushy, they're not clicky like they should be. Alright, so I see what's going on here. I don't know if this was from the ultrasonic cleaner or what, but the buttons are missing. They were there before, so I don't know if that was from damage of the crusties or they got shaken out in the ultrasonic cleaner. So I think from here on out I can't use the ultrasonic cleaner on this. So, good thing I went to the storage unit and got the busted PS3, because we might have to take the switch out of that one. Oh, that's a bummer. You know what though? At the very least, we'll just keep it plugged in and see if we at least get like a red dot or something on the LED here. Let's zoom in. We have the HDMI cable already hooked in. We got a light, let's see if we can... I don't think powering it on is going to happen. We'll just bridge that connection. Oh, look at that, we got the fan going. Everything seems to be working as it should. Alright, let's get on the tripod, see if it'll go to the main menu. Okay, let's just slide the hard drive in. Now for me to get this to work, because there's no button on there to make the contacts, I gotta jump the contacts on the button. Can be a little finicky. Come on, I shut you off with this. Come on. There we go. Screwdriver to the rescue. Let's see what we get. It honestly might not do anything because of the... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it might not do anything because it's missing the disk drive, but... Alright, so I think we're good at this menu here. I can obviously go through the date and time and set everything up, but it's not going to show us anything else. I mean, it's clearly working, so... This is pretty awesome. I'm very happy so far with this. So yeah, I gotta say, this doesn't turn out half bad at all. I am very pleased with the results that we have gotten on this. I think purchasing that ultrasonic cleaner was probably the best investment I've made for this channel so far. Aside from the camera and everything, of course. But yeah, I mean, this thing looks almost factory fresh. So very happy with that. So now all we got to do is we just got to tackle that disk drive. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video, because that'll be the next video when we tear that apart. And hopefully that thing still works. We still have to figure out what we're going to be doing with the shell on this thing, but I'll figure that out before the next video when we finish this thing up. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.